Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. In this video, I got a lot of fun crafts, but I think it was finally time for us to meet one-on-one, the person behind these hands. So I'm glad that we finally get to meet, and I look forward to doing more face-to-face. But in the interim, I kind of want to explain something. So I went ahead and recorded a bunch of content, and normally how I record is I have an idea of what crafts I want in one video, and then I make that video. Well, just because of timing and how I had to get certain things out the door or whatever the case is, I just recorded a bunch, and then through editing, I pieced them together. So we're going to do something a little different. You're not going to see at the end of the collection of the crafts in almost all the videos. There will be one or two that you'll see the collection, but more often than not, you won't see the collection at the end of the video. And I also won't be vocalizing which one my favorite is, because I probably did one craft a month ago, and then one just recently, and I pieced them all together, okay? But I'll let you guys know which one my favorite is, but I'm more interested to know which one your favorite craft is. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I really look forward to you guys joining my channel and watching my videos, and I always appreciate your guys' feedback. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, I have this tumbler I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just love how hot pink this is. This is just totally my vibe, and I cannot wait to craft with this. It's been sitting in my craft room for too long, and what I'm going to do is bring over my rubbing alcohol and go ahead and get this wipe down so that way I can clean any debris that may be on there. While that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my vinyl here, and I'm going to weed it out. I'm using glitter, black vinyl glitter. It's the Cricut Smart Vinyl. And what I did was I just did a bunch of circles. Didn't know how many I needed, so I can do a shimmer. I don't know if you guys can tell how shimmery it is, but I'm going to do polka dots, and then what I'm obsessed with this summer is doing putting a flamingo on there, and that is what we're going to do for this cup. I have a lot of these tumblers, and my name is on almost all of them, and enough is enough, right? We need to do something more fun than adding. This vinyl is super hard to see where the cut line is, but we need to do something a little bit different on a tumbler. So I thought, why not, since it's pink, why not do a cute little flamingo? And actually, you could use this, if I didn't poke the crap out of it, you can use this for a different project. That would be super cute. So what I did is I found a silhouette of a flamingo, okay? And I just did an offset inside, and then did a slice. So I just typed in flamingo, and in the images and design space, and this literally popped up. So what we're going to do with this project, I should not say it's so much the project, but with this type of vinyl, it requires a strong grip. In fact, I purchased a lot of this vinyl because I am obsessed with glitter or shimmer vinyl. But anyway, it actually came with some strong grip transfer tape, and I am going to use it because I do attest that if you don't have the strong grip, you are not going to be able to successfully transfer it if it's not strong grip. Now, watch, call me a liar, and this won't transfer either, but you know what? We're going to give it the good old college try. Shazam. Okay, perfect. this. So here we go. Okay, so that could be used for something else. Now this is something I'm probably gonna think that it's just gonna need to be hand washed. I'll be the first to admit I don't always hand wash this stuff. I usually sometimes just put it in, actually most of the time, who am I kidding? I put it in the dishwasher, and I'm not saying I recommend it, it's just kind of what I do. And you know, you monitor your own, but I have the Cricut, I have the resources, so if it happens to, I'm gonna have to pull this up here so that, oh shoot, oh geez, oh geez. All right, let's calm down here. Funny story, actually. Let me go ahead and tell you a story why I'm trying to work on this. My mother is in town helping us watch our daughter while our sitter will be out of town here soon. And so we went to Cracker Barrel, and I saw flamingo, and I saw a really big flamingo there, and oh my gosh, I wanted to get it, but I obviously had no use for it. And so she saw a smaller one, and my daughter did. Let me just rephrase that there. And oh god, this is just not going to work, y'all. Okay, is this coming up? Yeah. I don't think this is gonna work, actually. This is gonna, I can already tell you, this is gonna peel up. Let me get one of these circles here. I honestly don't think this is gonna stay. Oh, well, that is. Okay, well, maybe the flamingo is just not gonna work. This is just, it's too thin of a cut, and I don't think, because this is just wanting to peel up, and I don't know if I can get this down without ruining the project. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna undo that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I just lost patience. That's all right. We're gonna make her polka dot. The flamingo did not work out, unfortunately. It was too far gone for my liking. So that is quite all right. It is what it is. And we will just add some circles, and we'll make it. Now, I most certainly can go recut it and cut it in a different vinyl, but I think I'm just gonna go with the circles anyways. But going back to my story, so my daughter found a smaller flamingo, and she wanted it, and her Nana, my mother, bought it for her, and so she calls it Chicky, because she thinks it's a chick, but she also calls it a flamingo. So the flamingo is now named Chicky, even though she has another chicken that she calls Chicky. So maybe everything's just Chicky to her. Oh goodness, these kids. So this tumbler is from Hobby Lobby, and again, I'm using Cricut's Shimmer, black shimmer vinyl, and I don't know how well this is going to hold up if water gets to it, right? So we're just going to have to kind of, you know, you might want to, we'll see. We'll see how well it holds up, because I honestly don't think it's going to do well if water gets to it, like when you got to wash it. And like I said, I think I remember, I remember doing not a tumbler, like Libby can, and I know that did not hold up to the test of time in the dishwasher. Actually, was it? I don't know. I don't know if it was glitter. Anyways, but you're not supposed to anyway, so maybe I should just kind of be causative of that. I just don't have time to be hand washing all my tumblers. Okay, I think this looks like, what size should I do, y'all? Large one, probably. This is so cute. Okay, I think that's good. I think I Honestly, I think this is good. There you go. And I don't know if, again, I don't know if you can see the shimmer in it, but how pretty is that? Too bad that flamingo didn't work out. Oh, darn it. I could have used, hindsight, right? I could have used the silhouette of the flamingo. I think that would have worked a lot better. Oh gosh. Oh well. I guess I could take some of this off and add it. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to leave it as is. It's kind of cute, right? In this craft project, we have this whiteboard. It's Sublimation, and I apologize, I don't know the order of my videos at this point in time, and I'm kind of doing a cluster of videos, so you will see this being done in a different video, a different project, of course. And they came in a packet too. It's a whiteboard, so you're going to use dry erase markers for this project. And again, I apologize if I'm kind of re-explaining what I already explained in a different video, but it came in a set of 2, so I already created one. So if you haven't seen it, you will see it. And I want to craft with the second one, and the whole purpose of me purchasing this is because I figured this would be a fun activity to bring to like dinner for my daughter. And the first one, well, I'm not going to go into that one because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to express too much detail over that, but you'll see it in that video. But anyways, so this one has shapes on it, and the whole purpose of that is for her to color it in with different dry erase markers. That is why I chose to do different shapes. I thought it'd be fun. She can color it in. Now the other one, again, without going into too much detail, that one is just, she has more freedom to draw whatever. And so you'll see what that one's all about a little bit later on. So I'm going to go ahead and, I know this is so, actually, wait a minute. You know what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut this. Alright, and then I think what I'm going to do is peel this back. You're not supposed to use your weeder tool to weed this out because you don't want to scratch the ink. Okay, so that is what I'll do is I'll cut these apart. And I have these all cut out, or well, the negative space removed. What I'm going to do is, I think I have it. Gosh, I can't remember. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember how I had this place. I'm pretty sure I had 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, like that. Okay, perfect. So, oops, I went crazy here. All right. So what I'll do is I will get this placed here and do that. And you know, I don't know if I explained this when I did it. Apologize if I didn't. You know, technically you don't want to move this around because you don't want to accidentally shift. I should have thought about this a little bit more because this takes a long time to heat and with high temperature. Pieces finishing up, and you can clearly see that I have some ghosting issues, that it didn't press really well. And if it wasn't for the fact it was so late at night as I'm crafting, I would have thought through this a little bit better, and I would have just made sure that I had one sheet of, you know, my designs here, and then just be able to press it down all at once. But I was doing a lot of iron-on projects, and I think I just had that on the brain. So not ideal. I think if this was something that I really wanted to, you know, use in the house or be shown, I would have definitely scrapped and wasted some iron-on or some infusible ink and start all over. But because this is for my daughter and she is just non-judgmental and would be happy just to be given us to color and everything, I think she will get a little bit of ghosting here, so the ink didn't hit that very good. You know what, and I'm okay with that. It's gonna be just fine. It's not the end of the world. And this one came out good. And I purposely went ahead and looks like I got some ink on there, but that's all right. I purposely kind of put them wonky just so that way, you know, she can have fun with the design or with the shapes and everything. But there you go. I promise the other project that I did with this plate here turned out a lot better. And again, if you haven't seen it, you will see it in another video. But it comes in a pack of two. They're Subli, or no, it's not Subli, but I can't remember the name of all their sublimation blanks. But it comes in a pack of two, and in their dry erase. I love that as content creators, we can inspire our audience that watches us, but we also can be inspired by other content creators. I mean, we're here just to inspire and hope that we provide inspiration to those who are watching us. So I was inspired by another content creator to do this. So I bought this pouch. I actually had this in my stash for a long time. I didn't know what to do with it. I just liked the color, to be honest. And I thought, I'm going to be able to find something to do with that. And so when I was watching this other channel, and she's a pretty popular channel, and she put it as like emergency snacks, and love it. But I didn't want to put emergency snacks, so I just went ahead and did, oopsie. I went ahead and did snacky snacks. So I thought that was kind of cute. And you never know when you need to get some snacks and get them together and throw it in your purse, or, you know, your bag that whatever you're taking your stuff with. And I thought that was such a cute idea. I just had to do it, and I did. So it has the middles. That will get weeded out. And I just used white iron-on. That was my mini press that just got to temperature. I'll be sure to link the font information below. Perfect. So again, it just says Snacky Snacks. I think that's super cute. I'll go ahead and take that off. And I want to make sure, it looks like it has this little protective thing around the zipper part, so I'll undo that. And make sure we remove everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this old shirt that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and lint roll this. Then what I'm going to do is bring this over our little snacky snack sign here. So, you know, a lot of us will go to Pinterest and get our inspiration. I love going on YouTube and watching other YouTubers and seeing what they're going to do. Okay. Okay, so that's, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this peeled up. And then I'm going to hit it with my parchment paper. Okay, I'm going to bring in my parchment paper here and just try to get this ironed on as best as we can. Perfection. So there we go. So just got, it just says snacky snacks, and snip it, put your, or unzip it, put your snacky snacks in there, zip it, and throw it in your purse, and you are good to go. What do you guys think? Right, I have this cute little mug here, and I got it from Hobby Lobby, and I'm actually not going to drink out of this. I am actually going to go ahead and use it for a different purpose. You'll find out, if you haven't already done so, you will find out here soon. And so I don't have to really worry about trying to, you know, make sure that I have enough space to drink from, because I am not going to be drinking from this cup. We actually don't use a lot of mugs at our house, believe it or not. We, let me go ahead and cut this off while I'm thinking about it. We use thermoses, and I pretty much, I drink coffee. I'm a coffee drinker for sure, but I don't drink coffee during the weekends. Really rarely do I do. Okay, and I primarily just, actually before I do that, when I'm thinking about it, go ahead and bring out some rubbing alcohol just to clean the surface. I'm gonna go ahead and rub that down. But anyways, I usually just drink coffee at work, and I drink it out, I don't drink it out of a mug, because I'm usually drinking coffee and lecturing or drawing at the same time while I'm teaching my students. And if I drink out of a mug, I will, sorry, there was a fly that just flew by. We have this darn fly that we cannot get out of our house, and I swear it brought 2 more in with it, and so we got rid of 2. We have 1 more to go, and this one is just really earning its keep, let me tell you. But anyway, if I were to drink out, now this is kind of an awkward shaped glass, so, and I just have it say yummy, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm actually going to kind of have it face me, so I apologize if it's not, you know, you guys can't see me center. I normally don't show me centering projects because I take too long to center, and you guys would be so bored. But anyway, what was this? So anyways, I don't drink out of that because it would just cool out of the mugs at work, because it would just cool down way too fast, and I just need to drink out of a nice thermostat or thermos, so that way it would keep my drink warm. My classes usually run 2.5 to 3 hours long, and it just will last the whole time if I drink out of that. So it just says yummy. And again, we're going to use this for something else. And if I'm being completely transparent, this is take two. I actually did this mug once before, and it was super crooked, and the font was too thin too. So I'm really glad that it was Cricut, because I didn't like the font anyways. So yeah, that is this cute little mug.